Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Smart Home Mojo, and in this video we're going to be doing a top Alexa skills video, kid versus adult. And we've got Jordan here who's joining us today for this video. So we're going to do a top 5 adult skills and a top 5 kid skills on the Amazon Alexa using the Amazon devices. So, like I said, we've got 5 for each. We're going to do maybe a bonus one at the end. And let's get into it. Before we get into it though, please take a second and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can be notified of all future videos that we post. And let's get right into it. So we got a bunch to do here. I'm going to start and then we'll let Jordan go with hers. And we'll see if these are skills that you use with your Amazon Alexa devices today. My top skill with the devices using Alexa is certainly controlling smart devices around the house. So in our home, we've got lots of smart bulbs, smart plugs, and other devices like Nest thermostats. We have a couple of Nest thermostats in our house. And so let's take a quick second here and give examples of a couple here. We've got some other cameras placed around the house so we can capture some other video of the use cases here with the skills. So let's do something in Ethan's room here. Alexa, turn on Coke.
Okay.
Now, Coke is a light device in my son's room. It's a Coke sign that's red that turns on and off. And he's got that plugged into a smart plug in his room. And so basically we're controlling that smart plug using the Amazon Echo here. So, and then we have other light bulbs around the house too. But that's an example of just turning on a plug or a light in his room. Okay, so let's try to control another light. This time we have a light in Jordan's room, which is a color light bulb. So let's go ahead and turn that on. So Alexa, turn on light.
Okay.
All right, now this is a color bulb, so it should be on white now. Alexa, turn the light blue.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the light green.
Okay.
All right, so this is actually a light that we're controlling in Jordan's room. So we've controlled a plug in Ethan's room and a light bulb, a color light bulb in Jordan's room. Alexa, turn light off.
Okay.
Okay, the last thing we want to test real quickly using Alexa skill is the Nest thermostat. So let's control one of them on the downstairs here. Alexa, turn the downstairs to 75 degrees.
The AC is set to 75.
Okay, so you can see we had it at 79. We used Alexa to turn the thermostat down to 75. And we can control the downstairs thermostat and the upstairs thermostat without ever going to the thermostat, just calling on one of the dots or echoes using the Alexa enabled technology. All right, so that's my first use case for the Alexa skill. Jordan, we'll pass it over to you for your top item.
My top item on the list is turning lights off and on. So for example, when it's late at night, me and my brother like to go down to get snacks, so we turn on the kitchen light from upstairs with our Alexas in our room.
So right, so some of the kid and adult skills here are slightly similar, right? Controlling devices, lights, plugs, Nest thermostats. Your top item is also controlling lights. Now I know you and Ethan and have lights in your room, but as you said, sometimes if you're upstairs and coming out for a snack, you can turn the kitchen lights on from your room, come down, have them be on, and then go back up and turn them off from upstairs. So that's a pretty good use case. So, right, turning lights on and off, using plugs or smart bulbs is probably the top thing for anyone using Alexa technology. All right, so here's my number 2, and so I bundled these two together. So there are 2 features one's called drop-in, and one is called announce. Now for drop-in, I've got 8 of these devices scattered throughout our houses in rooms, living rooms, kitchens, offices, etc. And so you could essentially use these as an intercom system. So let's go ahead and drop in on someone and show you how that works. Alexa, drop in on Taylor's dot. Taylor?
Yeah?
Can you take your headset off?
Yes?
We just wanted to test out the drop-in feature.
Okay.
So what are you doing in your room?
Playing Roblox still?
Playing Roblox? Do you, if we go out later on for an iced tea, do you want one?
No.
No? Okay. All right, thank you. Bye, Taylor.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye. Alexa, stop. So as soon as you saw that green ring come on top of Alexa, that means you're connected to another room. So I could drop in on any other dot around the house and have a conversation, use it as an intercom system, versus having to kind of yell up and down the stairs or through the rooms or whatnot. So a drop-in feature is incredibly useful using the Alexa technology on the devices. Okay, the other feature is, real quick, is the announce feature. So you can announce things throughout the house on different dots, and it'll go across all devices, whatever announcement you make. It'll also, if you have a Fire TV and the TV's on, it'll also come across the Fire TV. So let's give it a try here and see what it's like. Alexa, announce that breakfast is ready.
Announcing.
Breakfast is ready. Oh, let's try another one. Alexa, announce that dinner is ready.
Announcing.
Dinner is ready. So you can make various announcements. You could drop in on rooms individually. You can also make announcements that go out to a broader range of devices, depending upon how you set it up in the Alexa app. So drop in and announce. I had to bundle those together, but that's my top two. So I'll pass it back over to you, Jordan, for your top two.
My second item on the list is check time, weather, and date. So usually on school mornings, I do the weather and the date because sometimes I forget the date and I want to know. And the weather, either if it's cold or if it's warm that morning or evening, I want to dress appropriate for school too. And the time, like if we come back from school and it's already dinner time at like 6 and the announcement's ready, I want to get down there and eat my dinner.
So all right, so some of these are a little bit similar. So my number 3, so your check time, check day, you get up in the morning, you want to check the weather, see what kind of day it's like. That's an awesome one if it's rainy or not, and also the date if you don't have a calendar in your room, and it's very helpful. And I don't know how many people have alarm clocks these days. I don't have an alarm clock in my room, but check time was helpful. All right, so my number 3 is checking something similar, checking the weather, checking for information. So asking Alexa here, Alexa has a wealth of information, just informational tidbits, but also news. So sometimes if I wake up in the morning and want to get a news briefing, I can ask Alexa. So let's ask Alexa for a news briefing. Alexa, what's my news briefing?
Here's your news. From CNN.
Good morning. Here are the 5 things you need
Alexa,
to know.
stop. So depending on what app you have tied up to your news briefing, whether it's NPR or CNN or some other news agency, you can have Alexa read you the top 5 news articles of whatever app you want. So you can set that up yourself. But also weather. So let's just ask her for the weather so you get an indication. Alexa, what's the weather?
Right now in Plano, it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies.
Alexa, stop.
Today's forecast.
So she'll give you the current weather, the weather later on this evening, or even tomorrow. She'll give you a 2-day outlook. And so news, weather, and info is kind of my number 3. So let's move over to your number 3.
My number 3 is timers or alarms. So me and my dad usually cook dinner, or we just cook for fun, and we usually use timers. For instance, if we have to put it in the oven, we use like a 25-minute timer, or if we're cooking something on the stove and it's 5 minutes, we use Alexa to set timers and alarms.
So let's set a couple of timers and show you how. You want to do timers?
Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Now, what else you can do is add a second timer in there.
Mm-hmm. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Third timer, 15 minutes, starting now.
So what you could do is you could set multiple timers and alarms at the same time. And so, and if you want to get an update, you could just say, Alexa, timer update.
You have 3 timers. A 5-minute timer, with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. A 15-minute timer, with about 14 minutes left, and on Ethan's dot, a 1-minute timer, with about 40 seconds left.
So the reason why there's a third timer, we didn't set 3, we set 2, is that Ethan's in the kitchen cooking something, a sandwich, and he's heating it up and he put a timer on it. So Alexa, stop all timers.
Canceling all your timers on this device. You also have 1 timer on Ethan's dot. Would you like to cancel it?
No. So that was a good example. We just canceled and set our timers, but it asked us if we wanted to cancel the timer someone else set, and we said no. So she's pretty smart in terms of knowing who set what timers. So that was your number 3. Yeah, cooking is a huge thing. We set timers all the time when we're cooking, or when we're just doing the kitchen and we need to time something, right? Or whatever, we just set a timer. So they're very helpful in terms of setting timers or alarms. All right, number 4 for me is calling. And so I do this all the time. So everyone has a dot in their room, and using Alexa on my smartphone or from another dot calling into another room. So we did drop in already. That's just dot to dot, device to device. But calling, so if I'm on my smartphone, I can open up the Alexa app and I can drop in from my smartphone or just call a dot or an echo in someone's room using my smartphone. So I've used that feature all the time because sometimes I'll get a hold of Ethan and he's got his headphones on and he's doing something on his computer, but his dot is right in front of his monitor, and so he can see that. And so I've been able to call and contact people using the calling feature on my smartphone very well. And I actually use that. Now that's my go-to. I won't even call a cell phone. Sometimes I'll just call a dot somewhere in someone's room. So that is my number 4. Over to you.
My number 4 is music, because sometimes when I'm getting ready for the day, when I'm doing my hair, I like to listen to Top 100 or the radios that are going on. So for instance, I'll probably put on 102.9 or put on the Top 100 so I can get the latest songs that I can listen to.
So let's test a couple out. You want to do the top 100?
Alexa, play the Top 100.
Playing Billboard songs, available in Prime Music.
Alexa, stop. So based upon what we have set up for music, it goes right to the Billboard charts and we'll play the top 100. You can also, I like music too, so let me just jump in a little bit here. So when I'm cooking dinner, sometimes I'll listen to music cooking dinner, right? And so I'll say, Alexa, play some jazz.
All right. Here's a station you might like, Ultimate Jazz on Amazon Music.
And so we can listen to jazz music while I'm cooking, and then when people come home, we can turn it off.
And then, so we do it when we're eating too.
Yep.
It goes around the house.
Alexa, stop. One favorite thing we do is we play holiday music around the holidays on all the devices, right? Okay, so my number 5 is using the Amazon Alexa to capture and build a shopping list. So in the Alexa app, you can build a shopping list, and you could tell Alexa to add or delete things from your shopping list. So I find this very useful, and I use it a lot today. And anyone could add it. So you could add, things to the shopping list for when we go out and buy. So what we're going to do, buy food. So what we're going to do is test it out here. So I'm sharing my screen in my smartphone, and we're going to go into the Alexa app. And in the top left-hand corner, we're going to click on the 3 lines up there, and that's going to bring up a menu. And we're going to click on Lists and Notes, and we're going to click on Shopping List. And this is my shopping list right now. And right now you can see all I have is bread there. Everything else has been purchased. So we're going to ask Alexa to add and delete things from our shopping list, and you can see how quickly it is that she adds things to the shopping list. Alexa, add eggs to the shopping list.
Eggs added to your shopping list.
All right, perfect. And so you saw eggs show up there within literally a second. Let's add a couple more things. Alexa, add bananas to the shopping list.
I've added bananas to your shopping list.
And then you see it show up real quickly. Let's delete something. Alexa, take bread off the shopping list.
I've checked off bread from your shopping list.
Okay, so you can see how easy and convenient and fast that is in terms of adding items or removing items from a shopping list. And then when you're out in the store, all you have to do is tap on that little thing and it takes it off. So I'll tap on bananas real quick and you can see it takes it off and makes it completed. So adding things to a shopping list using Alexa and the app and the smartphone is pretty simple and easy. So that's my number 5. So Jojo, I'll pass it over to you.
My number 5 is calculations with trivia, or if I need help with some math homework, I ask Alexa to solve a problem. Like, for instance, let's do like 20 times 15. I'll ask her to do that, or some division. Alexa, what's 20 times 15?
20 times 15 is 300.
And so, right, trivia, math, any kind of, Alexa, who was the first president?
The first president of the United States was George Washington.
Math is good too. I know Ethan, when he's playing his games, he does really weird calculations. Like he'll do, Alexa, what's 860 times 9.2?
860 times 9.2 is 7,912.
So he'll use it for some of those calculations. But honestly, you can pretty much ask Alexa anything. There's very little that she doesn't know. The application keeps getting smarter and smarter. So yeah, yours is trivia, math, and certain calculations, which might be too hard to do in your smartphone, or if people have a calculator and to get that out. So those are your top 5. Those are my top 5. And these are just 10 things, and some of them were similar that we use utilizing Alexa in the skills that she has. There are hundreds and thousands of apps that you could integrate with to control devices, to look up information. There's just so much you can do with Alexa on these devices. So we have one more bonus for you. So here's the bonus. So like I said earlier, we have 8 devices in the house, and you can play music. You can play music on one, or you can combine 2 together. You can also play music everywhere on all devices. And so I do this around the holidays, or sometimes in the morning, or whatever. If we want to listen to music in the whole house that's the same, we can play music. So let's test it out real quickly. Alexa, play music everywhere.
Here's a station you might like, all 70s, on Amazon Music, playing on the Everywhere group.
So right now, she's playing music on all 8 devices all across the house until someone turns it off. So we'll turn it off. Alexa, stop. All right, she's stopped now. So that's the bonus we have, is playing music everywhere, which is pretty cool around the holidays for holiday music or whatever time of year it is. So those are our top Alexa skills. Thank you, Jordan, for helping us out today with some kid versus adult Amazon Alexa skills. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video today. As always, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all new videos. And we'll be back with more Alexa skills videos in the future. So thanks. Bye.